but what's something that you do as far as self-care that keeps you and sustains you to be able to run the course, to be able to wake up every day and just say, okay, I'm going to keep on going?
Well, I pray. And I will tell you, every day I have this little wristband on.
Okay.
And the wristband is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That was one of my mother's favorite verses. It is also one of my mother's other sayings is, this is the day the Lord hath made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hold on to it. When you call a voicemail, that's what you hear. Okay. So for me, those two things are helpful. But I like to play video games. I like to play, the Facebook games. Those things take you out of, whatever the everyday kind of thing is. I also ride a motorcycle, which most people don't know. I haven't been able to do that as much as I'd like to, but riding a bike is fabulous for being able to let go of whatever. But the biggest thing that I like to do is travel. So I am a big vacation person.
Really?
And yes, and I
What's the last place?
Beach, Puerto Rico. But I've been everywhere from Costa Rica to Dubai, all kinds of Caribbean islands. For my 50th birthday, I went to Paris and London, had dinner in the Eiffel Tower. So I like to travel. So when I can get it in, I get it in.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, and planning travel makes me forget about a whole lot of stuff, and it gives me something to look forward to.
Awesome. So we're one thing before we wrap it up, we know you're on the campaign trail. Congratulations for the primary elections.
Step one.
That's step one. And then April 4th is the big day.
It is.
April 4th is the big.
20 days from today, people.
20 days from
20
today.
days from today.
Tell us a little bit about that day. Tell us how people can get involved and engage, and how can we connect with you?
ValHillForJudge.com is the website. We also have a Facebook page, Val Hill for Judge. You can connect with us by either of those methods. We are, of course, always looking for volunteers. We're, of course, looking for voters who live in the city of Milwaukee that are willing to, once again, entrust me with their support. I believe that I have earned, another opportunity to serve this community. And I certainly believe that I'm the experienced candidate in the race, and I've been doing the job, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I've gotten everything right. You have to be humble to know that. But I know that I've given my best, and I've given my all. And I also believe that this is a job that you don't just do on the bench. There's an off the bench side to this job. And I spend an awful lot of time doing that. As a matter of fact, if you take a look, these are from some reading days with kids at Milwaukee Public Schools.
Okay.
This picture is a commemoration of my time with some Girl Scouts at a Milwaukee Public School. So, I mean, there are just all kinds of things that you do that have absolutely no requirement. The job doesn't have it as a requirement. Right. But, when you're in this role, it's my job to go and serve as a role model for those who are younger and coming up through the ranks.
What does service mean to you?
Wow. I often hear people say the following phrase, and I'm not sure where it came from, but it is the rent we pay for living on God's green earth. It's just something that you have to do. I don't know how people who don't engage in service, I don't know how they feel like they're a contributing part of the community. And you don't have to do big things. You do little things. It doesn't have to be all that much. I mean, everything from, serving food and food kitchens to packing lunches to, helping sort food at the Hunger Task Force. There's any number of things you can do. They have things you can do solo. You can donate an hour here to answer phone calls at a nonprofit. I mean, so there's just any number of things that someone can do to give back to the community.
Awesome. Well, I just want to thank you for coming on to Law Talk, the conversation. I'm Chris Speaks, and we just thank you, the Honorable Judge Valarie A. Hill, for your time. And be looking out on April 4th. That is the election day. We want to go out and make sure we make our voice count and vote. If you have any more questions, you can email us at connectingbylaw@gmail.com. Connectingbylaw@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. You're a pretty good interview. You almost got me